Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and this video may just absolutely shock you. Just in the sheer stupidity and carelessness of Wizards. I mean, the only thing I can think of to say about this is they should have known better. By now at this point, especially with like mappable, predictable, non-random, virtually identical boxes with, what was that, Dominaria or whatever going out? Oops. And I mean, I think everybody at Wizards knows that box mapping and predictability was a big problem in the early days of Magic. So they have fixed it. They need to keep fixing it and never let it go back to that, right? Well, this time around for Battlebond, they've done something even more stupid and careless than box mapping. This is honestly worse than like blind pack searching and like, what do they call that? Like, sorting and, there's all kinds of words for it. This is so far into like, you'd have to be the most incompetent, moronic company to still get this wrong in 2018 territory. It's just like astonishing. I would dare say this is the most careless, stupid mistake that Wizards has ever made that I know of. And keep in mind, I've only been playing since like 2013 or something like that. I mean, hiring that like psychotic trans guy that runs around the office threatening to report everybody to HR was probably the worst mistake they've ever made. But this was the most just utterly careless mistake. Like, it could have been prevented and they should have known better. So Battlebond doesn't technically have a pre-release because, it's not standard. I mean, I don't really have a reason other than that, but it doesn't. Although it does, and I'm going to add that to the end of this video. But basically what they're pushing, what they're sponsoring, and they're like, hey, do this, this is the main event, is a launch party. So instead of calling it a pre-release, it's called a launch party. By the way, I should note that I'm not a WPN location and not all this information might be 100% accurate or fully understood by me, but I think I got the gist of this. The actual problem is what the focus of this video is. So that said, let's just read what they wrote. It says, launch party promos will be 2 card packs. And it's like, okay, cool. People get 2 promos now, and maybe they'll be randomized. And it turns out they are, if you want to be so generous. So for like, the open house for, well, up until recently, F&M, for game day, for the pre-release, they would have 1 promo, and they would send out like 32, and you just give them out to the attendees, and that's that. Everybody knew what they were getting, and real simple. Now, if you recall, the prizes for Standard Showdown and up until very recently, the Buy a Box promo was like a pack, a smaller, thin pack, full of, semi-randomized cards, I guess you would say. Like, they were all mythic and rare and like foil, and it had at least 1 land and blah, 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 whatever. So that was cool because instead of just, oh, here, have 1 promo card, it's like, oh, here, have a pack that could be worth a lot, could be worth a little, but probably not too little because, it's all mythics and rares or whatever. So that was kind of cool. So I thought, well, okay, they're giving out a 2 card pack as a promo. That's pretty cool. I mean, because you won't all get the same one. You can trade, and it feels more special. Like that's cool. That's a nice improvement. I'm sure that's what they were going for, but oh my god. So they wrote there are 21 promos, some with alternate art and all with foil treatment. Wow. And they come in 2 card packs. So the 2 card pairs will interact with one another, and they will go in players' decks. So once people have done a sealed event or a draft event or whatever, it could be either or, once they have their deck assembled, it's either each player or each team. They actually did not specify. They get one of these promos and they can immediately drop it into their deck, which, if you recall, you cannot put like the game day promo in your deck. You can't put you can put the pre-release date stamped promo in your deck, but I don't remember if they give out a special. I think they do give out a special card at the end of the pre-release, but you can't add that to your deck. I mean, there's promos and then there's promos, date stamped versus alternate art, full art. Oh, by the way, if you're confused, I read that wrong. 22 promos, not 21, because there's 11 pairs of cards that all go with each other with the partner with mechanic. I think they did say that all 11 will have partner with. And a lot of the partner with cards are pretty powerful. A lot of them are rares, a lot of them are mythics, so that's kind of cool. So you can drop them straight into your deck or add them right to your pool while you're building your deck, I should say. So that's pretty cool. I like that. What I don't like is that this is them. Take a guess why they're arranged that way. Because they're not in Standard Showdown booster plastic. That booster plastic that they always use because you can't see through it? No. They've got 100% transparent, I don't know, cellophane or whatever that is. To me, it looks like, basically the plastic that your date stamped promos would come in a pre-release kit. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. That's what they're doing. Except it doesn't make sense because you can do this to them. Oh, thank God they put a blocking card in it. Well, you can do this and see both card titles. There's like a freaking, 2 centimeters inside of it? What the actual flaming hell were you thinking, Wizards? Now, a non-shady LGS, whatever. They'll make sure that they're all stacked properly, maybe take some scotch tape, fold it over, basically fix the problem for Wizards, and then they'll hand them out. What a slightly shady shop will do is take all the mythic ones, keep them, and then send out the rest of the, we'll say, pre-release kits. That's not exactly what it is. They're coming out of boosters, actually. But they'll just say, oh, sorry, we only have this many promos, which, okay, let me outline this right now. Core stores get 16 packs, 32 cards total, and Advanced and Advanced Plus get 32, which is 64 cards. So, if your LGS says, oh, we handed out all the promos, that's all of them, and 14 of them went out, they are lying. They are sitting on the potentially $100 packs. I mean, an alternate art matching Planeswalker foil mythic, potentially also with a date stamp. Actually, probably not, because I think there's a date range. But still, foil alternate art. They're all foil, and some of them are alternate art. Holy crap, that could be worth some money. So watch very, very, very carefully at the number that they hand out. If you have 18 players, they hand out 16, and you know that they're a core store, okay. If they give out 30 instead of 32, then they held 2. You know what I mean? Like, it's they either got 16 or they got 32, the end. If they do not hand out 16 or 32, they are keeping some of them. It's really quite simple math. Oh, hey, I said they didn't specify, but in this next paragraph they did. You'll hand out 1 pack to each team. So, awesome. Now two-headed giant people get to not only fight over which cards to money draft and who gets to keep what when a $30 card shows up, but they get to argue over who gets what in what pack. Now, if it's a blind promo pack and one's red and one's blue, and you're playing red and your partner's playing say red, white, and they're playing black, green, pretty obvious who gets what. But then it's like, who keeps what? What if one of the cards is $30 and one of them's $5? You know what I mean? It's just more money getting in the way of Magic and money getting in the way of drafting and money getting in the way of, friendship and fun. You'll probably end up selling, if there's a $70 card in one of these packs, just selling it and splitting it. I mean, there's almost no other fair way to do it. I don't know. It's up to you and your friend personally. And if you don't know the person, welcome to hell, okay? If you just got paired up with them, it is going to devolve into an argument, if not a fist fight, if you open a pack and you have to draft 2 cards as a team and one of them's worth 50 and nothing else in the pack is worth 50. Then you've got a problem. It'll turn into, I want that. No, I want that. That's not even on color with your deck. Too bad I saw it first. You don't know the prices. Now you just want it now that you know it's expensive. And then a chair gets thrown. I told you guys, this is the stupidest freaking set that they've released since I've started playing. It just so doesn't work at a basic level. There are so many problems with it. Nobody is going to be able to use this for the intended purpose. That said, nobody is going to use this for the intended purpose. It's Eternal Masters 2, okay? It's a bunch of Eternal Commander frickin' reprints. Oh, and some new cards too that are now Commander staples. So it's Commander 2018 Alpha, I guess, mixed with Eternal Masters. That's what this set is. Do not try to play any kind of event with it. Honestly, it's not even really built for that. Kind of sad if you think about it. So the whole point is you can see through it. You can see what cards are in it. So a shady shop, well, I said a somewhat shady shop. A fully shady shop will just keep all of them. Or they have a pretend 2 locations, but they only have 1, so they're actually going to get 64 packs, and they're just going to keep the 32. Or they're going to keep 32 or they're going to keep 16, hand out 16, and say that they're a core level store. You know, just some massive just lie where they're ripping off everybody. Because remember, these are given to them, as far as I know, for free for just scheduling the event. Wizards probably doesn't even charge them shipping, and they are under a legally binding contract that they signed when they signed up for the WPN program to hand these out to the players for free and not keep them and not sell them, okay? It might even be like a criminal theft because of the contract that they signed if they keep these and sell them. And if you think, oh, nobody would do that, nobody sells off all of them. Okay, people were listing on eBay and TCG Player like 40 promo fatal pushes 3 days before the first F&M. Okay, people sell their promos. There are fake WPN locations out there. There are stores that just told all the players, oh, we didn't receive them. Wizards screwed up. They never shipped them. And then they just grabbed, what, $1,000 online for them or a couple hundred or whatever. It's a lot of money, but, you know, you signed a contract. You legally have to give these out to the players, you greedy assholes. So if you don't believe me, wait a week and go type Battlebond promo into eBay. You'll find plenty of people selling, 32 at a time. I guarantee it. It happens every single time. So even if they do get in actually 16 and want to give them out, they might accidentally, slip of the thumb or the way it was packaged and say, oh my God, this is a $200 pack or $100 pack. Like, my shop's not doing so well. Ixalan sold like shit. It personally lost me over $1,000. Amonkhet was a pile of shit. It also cost me, I think 800 was the losses on that pile of shit set. So if I was a WPN location, I was getting these, I'd be tempted to say, you know what? At this point, Wizards of the Coast owes me. I'm going to hand out 15 of these, and these are going on eBay, or they're going on a buy list, because this is bullshit. I'm not going to sit here and lose money on Iconic Masters, lose money on Masters 25, lose Masters on everything from Amonkhet through Rivals. I'm not going to fucking do that and then just hand out $100 for free to my players, okay? Wizards cost me so much fucking money with their shit products lately, I'm going to sit on this, okay? I identify with that mindset at this point, and thankfully I'm not a WPN location, so I don't have to be tempted by the whole, do I steal it, do I not? But I'm not going to say that makes it okay? People who steal the shit from players, they're assholes. They're absolute scumbags. I just get where they're coming from. We're all pretty pissed off at this point. Go on Facebook and, well, you can't really join it. It's a closed group. But, there are groups of like not run by Wizards that are like WPN, store owners groups, and people are just raging in them lately about all the recent decisions, the garbage sets that are selling for nothing, Sports and More undercutting everybody on eBay and ruining the entire product launches. I am not kidding. I think they sold like 4,000 boxes of Ricks. I mean, there's a rumor that was like over 10% of all boxes that existed through this one place for like $78 fucking dollars. People are pissed. Store owners are pissed. They are getting just killed by Wizards because they refuse to do a damn thing about this. And now they hand them searchable packs that are clear where you can see the fucking cards that are inside of them. And they're ultra rare, ultra low print numbers, ultra limited edition, alternate art, 100% foils. Are you kidding me? From a limited print run set. I think Wizards wants them to steal these. I think this is like reparations for the last 5 pieces of shit they called sets. Otherwise, this is just mind-blowing that they would not realize that if you hand a store shit that they can see through, they're going to sort it. If you give stores boxes that are mappable, they're going to map them. They're in business to make money. Oh my God, Wizards, fire whoever the hell made this decision. Which actually, rumor is they did fire who made this decision. They fired the head of production, who is like quality assurance, make sure the products are correct and like not see-through, I would assume, is part of their job. Of course, this rumor comes from Rudy. He showed absolutely no evidence whatsoever to back it up, and it's probably not true then, I guess. Just wait 2 months, he'll walk it back, just like everything else he says, all his outrageous claims. He's like, oh, no, it turns out it wasn't true. I got some bad information. Oh, and the bad information got you 500,000 views. Wow, what a coincidence. That is mighty convenient. What a fun, happy Bob Ross accident right there. So anyway, hopefully heads will roll over this, but there's never been accountability at Wizards of the Coast, so I don't think it will. But oh my God. Remember the glued together cardboard that was MM2? You guys remember that? Where you could take like a thermal gun, an infrared gun, a hair dryer, a knife, anything. You could open up the pack, check what's in it, swap out the cards and reseal it. They acknowledged it and they fixed it in the next Modern Masters. In fact, I think they fixed it for EMA. I think that came out first, if I recall. They're like, no, we cannot have these be resealable. In fact, there's a reason all of their products are in like, Wizards of the Coast stamped plastic. You cannot let them be searchable, you cannot let them be mappable, and you cannot let them be resealable. Those are like the 3 tenets of how to design anything that contains Magic cards ever. How the hell this got past them is beyond me. Now, I said I'm gonna come back to this, so I guess I will. You can have a pre-release with this, I guess. Here's the way they phrased it. Preview events show as pre-release in the Windows Event Reporter, or Windows. Wizards. Kind of makes me wonder how many times I said Windows in this video. So they said preview events are a chance to run Battlebond early and get the product into players' hands before it goes on sale online and in stores outside of the WPN. What? You're acknowledging that that's a thing that exists for once and that they're killing local stores? So you're just wink, wink, nod, nod. Get these in the players' hands a week early because you'll be the only place they can get these from. That's the only way you're ever going to make money on this. Holy shit, hold this. Hold this event, WPN people, hold it. Oh my God, you will never sell another card as long as you live. You cannot compete with the online people in Walmart. Run this freaking preview event. That's what I'm getting from the between the lines on this. So anyway, they say preview events will show up as a pre-release in the WER, which is the event reporting software, but they're a little bit different. Oh God, wait till you hear this. Preview events are just that, a chance to preview the set. No, they're not. You just said something else above this. Unlike pre-release, they are run with normal booster product. So in other words, you're on the line for supplying it. We're not going to ship you any kits. And pricing is entirely at the store's discretion. Most people call it prize support. I don't know why they call it pricing. So they're on the hook for prizes, which I don't know how the price breakdown really works on a pre-release case. I think it's like 20 pre-release kits and then like 1 booster box full of prizes. But did they actually have to pay for the booster box? And if they didn't, is it built into the cost of the pre-release kits? I don't know. I don't buy stuff like that. Well, it's not that I don't buy it. I'm not allowed to buy it. It's probably a better way to put it. So this one, it's like, oh, you got to use your own inventory and you're on the hook for prize support. And also the Windows, God. The Wizards error report. Okay, now I'm really confused. There's a process called WER.exe. Anyway, in the Wizards event reporter, you have to put it in as a pre-release, even though it's not, and then you have to support it completely yourself with your own inventory, and who knows how early you can actually get it. And then it says, well, once the scheduling window closes, your event will automatically be renamed Preview Event: Battlebond. So they just kind of shoehorned this in at the last second and just kind of, rigged it to work, I guess. So I guess they were just like, oh, here, run a pre-release if you want. We don't care. I mean, it's the only way you're going to move any of this product to anyone. Otherwise, everybody's going to buy it online. So that is hilarious to me. So your LGS might be running a pre-release event for Battlebond, I guess, maybe. But here's the thing, okay? Go to the real one because you'll get the 2-card promo packs. If you go to the pre-release, you won't get shit. Hopefully I'm not the only one who immediately saw that as a problem with this. This whole thing, this whole set, the whole product, the way it's packaged, the cards they chose, the money, the fact that you have to split cards and split your draft choices with 2 people, it's a disaster. It is so dead on arrival as a non-working clusterfuck disaster. Words cannot even describe it. This is the dumbest, most crooked, thrown together, non-working pile of shit that Wizards has ever released, at least since I've started playing. And I can't wait to just treat it like Eternal Masters and buy it for the singles, if I even touch it at all. There's so many red flags with this fucking set. I'm gonna run an EV calculation before I ever put in any kind of order for this. And for all I know, we're so close to release, my orders were already due, and they just said, you're not in WPN, fuck you. For all I know, this is a WPN product completely. I don't know. I mean, they did say stores outside the WPN, but they might mean Walmart, not like me. But then again, I've noticed that TCG Player, Card Kingdom, all the major outlets and all that, they tend to have WPN only products on sale online, which is not how that's supposed to work. Interesting, isn't it? So I can't wait for M19, guys. Fuck this set. Fuck Battlebond. And fuck you, Wizards.